Choose the container which is appropriate for your mould. The circular ones are for baby's hands and the rectangular for feet. Add water to the circular container, filling until approximately 1.5 centimetres from the top. Then pour the water into a mixing bowl and add the same quantity of mould making material, which is also called alginate, to the water. This will sit on top of the water when initially poured in. Take a spoon and mix in. As you mix in, the water reacts with the mould making material and turns the liquid bright purple. Continue mixing until the liquid is a smooth consistency and has changed from bright purple to bright pink in colour. Then pour the liquid into the container. After 20 or 30 seconds, the liquid will turn pale pink. You must then place the hand into the container and wait until it sets. This takes approximately 30 seconds. It is fully set when it has a rubber-like consistency and it is white in colour. At this point, you can remove the child's hand by wiggling free from the mould making material. The mould is then complete and ready to cast. Next we need to fill the mould with casting mixture. To know the exact quantity of casting mixture, take some water and pour into the mould to the top. A little may run over the sides. Pour the water into an empty cup. Then measure the exact same quantity of casting powder in another cup. Make sure there are equal parts of water and powder. Add the powder to the water and mix until all the powder has dissolved. Then take a syringe or pipette and fill all the tiny finger and thumb holes. We do this to minimise the risk of air bubbles forming in the smaller parts of the mould. Tap the sides of the container to remove any trapped air. Then continue to fill the mould to the top and again tap the sides of the container, removing the last of the bubbles. Here is a finished plaster cast. As you can see, a little casting mixture has flowed over the top of the mould. Don't worry about it. Take a sharp knife and carefully cut the mould in half, taking care not to cut too deep in case you damage the plaster cast inside. Gently remove the mould piece by piece. Take extra special care around the finger and thumb areas where the cast is more fragile. Ease the plaster cast from the mould. Inspect the hand from all sides to make sure it looks identical to the baby's hand. Here is an example of a hand that was taken 5 days ago. When tapped, there is a hollow sound, which means it is dry. We also have an example of a foot that was made using the same technique. And here you have completed examples of plaster casts taken of your baby's hands and feet.